Hello jobbers, welcome back. This is an amazing video today we're going to make because it is something that you have asked me for already many times, even though I told you we have to follow the process, but I know you are very proactive, curious, and just want to do the things. I'm not going to wait for more. Let's not wait more for this. So this is the CV mini course. Let's freaking do it. Welcome to the 68 Jobs channel. This is your place to go from zero to the job that changes everything. No more waiting, let's start. All right, welcome to the CV mini course. This is going to be a very exciting one to make because literally it is the documentation that you send for the application. As I mentioned at the intro, it is not the first thing you should do, but of course, let's go for it. So I will just explain the CV mini course itself, the content, and little by little, we will get into, I will make all the videos related to each one of these documents, all right? So a huge clarification about this is that this is for all the audiences that we have. So actually, let me put it here as a huge note. If you remember of our second video, who is this for? So I'm going to put here note all audiences, and it's because this is going to be a general mini course. There is certain differences when you're making the application based on the audience you belong to. So a person that is just creating the first CV when you are studying your first semester won't have the same CV as a person who is already doing the thesis. Or a person doing the thesis won't have the same CV as a person already looking for a job for a year. So this already tells you that there's no one CV for all the jobs. There's always one different one per application, all right? But this one at least is a general course. It's a general thing, the general view, the feeling for you to get about the documentation you need to send. All right. So what does the course will cover? So we're going to use an example of one of the positions that I did apply many months before. This is already not, well, you might actually see here application deadline, but the application has been closed and the role is over. This is one of the most completed ones that I have done recently, so I don't have to go and check on the back on all one because these processes have improved. Is that we have the role, you might say, why do we need this document? It's not that we're going to send it, but this is our guideline because on the role we can check, of course, what they're looking for, the role, the title, what is about the job itself, what are you going to, about the role in general, what are you going to do. This is a very nice one from Conferma. So Conferma, if you're watching, very good HR and process. What success looks like. This is very, literally, this is when a lot of the people ask during the interviews, but it's already here. Who you are, fantastic. Why this role, and about the company. So this is why we need this, because we're going to use a lot of the information here in order to make the documentation, all right? So that is what we need, the role. Then the document that everybody loves. So we're going to cover the CV, that document that makes us feel anxious, that document that makes us feel stressed. I try to make it with try to take it with happiness, with love in that way, because it is what it is. It is the CV. So we're going to cover the CV. We're going to cover the generalities of the CV. Not only you might see here right now the differences, because why does it have two columns? And some people have this thing about the application tracking system that is they only want one column, but I will tell you why is these two columns. The different areas of the CV based on, of course, based on the role that you have applied. So in the general CV, this course, you have this layout. But when you, depending on the audience, when we get little by little, the layout we might change a little bit. But we go into there when we work with the audiences. So far, we have the name, it will be the role, some data about yourself, the core competences, technical skills, languages, personal skills, etc., etc., etc. We're going to cover the most important parts of the CV. I will explain each part little by little so you understand why it's important. And I want to highlight these accomplishments for each role that you have done. This is also very important. But yeah, each little part, little by little, we take over that. Then you might say, Andres, where is the motivational letter? Not yet. Oh, it's already here a little bit. So then we're going to jump into the something that I crafted. It's called the matrix of responsibilities. To be fully straightforward with you, these matrix of responsibilities and the diagram of qualifications were the documents that got me the most interviews, plus the video. But I will explain this when we talk about it. This was the thing that was part of the interviews. I saw it literally printed during interviews. It's like, oh, Andres, you have done this, etc. And why is that? Because these matrices of responsibilities is where we took the information from the role. So the one thing that I show you on the top, and then we elaborate, we enhance it. Why? Because sometimes we don't have all the space on the CV to talk about the different things that we have done. And also, perhaps you have done the thing that the company needs. For example, here, analyze and improve full funnel traffic, skills, and revenue. Maybe you have done something similar in one company. Maybe you have done something the same in another company. Maybe you have done something general in another company. So this is what you literally showcase. I have done the stuff. I know I have the experience of it. And if you don't, this is what I also keep some things white. Yeah. In, of course, if you have a lot of white spaces, don't add that because it doesn't really show that much of that you have the experience. But it might happen that you have a few white spaces there. Okay, but this is the matrix of responsibility, the matrix. Then we go to the diagram of qualifications. This is connected on what the application says who you are. Yeah. And sometimes there's a mix depending on the roles on like who you are, what the role will be, depending on the different HR teams or depending on the recruiter. But this is where, for example, they talk about things that you should have, like maybe soft skills or sometimes hard skills, but yeah, comfortable working across multiple brands and business units. This is a feeling, comfortable. It's like there is no kind of think of the role. So this is about you, like your qualifications. Yes, I feel comfortable. Or you explain, I have been a multi-brand manager. Of course, I feel comfortable. You know, some things that are already how you call this known, taken for. What is the word? Anyways, that they're logical, that they might understand this guy feels comfortable because of this or that. Or for example, experience optimizing. No, they go this one. You're ready to take step from execution to ownership. This is not something that the matrix of responsibilities is a one-year qualification. So I did put, for example, one of my mottos. It's about the doing, not the recognition. So these are the things that then we take during the interview and say, why you put this? Because of course I do the doing, execution, So it's a little bit of things are there, but yeah, this is the diagram of qualifications. Now, to that little thingy called motivational letter. Yes, we're going to talk about it. It's not my favorite. It's actually the least favorite. And because it's the least favorite, it becomes something that is also very important for you guys because some companies ask for it, some companies don't ask for it. I actually use this as just like a field document because if they ask, I will just send it, but they don't read it. I actually make this an email most of the time, so I can actually send it to the person. If I have an email during in the role, I send it to the person because this is like a nice pitch. I will help you not to make these mistakes that I did. For example, forgive me, Conferma, but this was like a copywriting thing on, how you call this, copy paste, sorry, because I was applying to Conferma, but then I put Ericsson. So it was a copy paste, that was my mistake. But yeah, so this is where we have this where I usually will send us an email, Boop. And then the last one, it is the video. You see my hair there? How do we look? Is it the same? The video. The video is your pitch. It is not the motivation letter. This is usually a 30 to 45-second pitch. Is usually very specific to a person. So it's usually for a person. The email that you send on the top, this is the video that accompanies, that joins this email that you saw here when I send it here on the email. So, whoop. Yes. And this video is literally that kind of thing that I have a video for you. It's just 45 minutes. If you don't like me, don't call me for the interview. That snapshot. This is what it makes it. So I did this for a company called Avinode, and it was very nice. Actually, I went to the last stages with them. It wasn't picked up. I wasn't selected yet. That is what I'm telling you. It's not about the end goal, of course, because of the job. It's to get in the interviews, because it's the interviews. We optimize against interviews. And right now, what we're craving is that let's get the interviews, let's get into the process, let's get into understanding how how does it feel to get into the interviews, to prepare yourself, because it doesn't matter if you have like an interview coach. It might actually help a little bit, but nothing will change the fact when you go into it in real life. All right. So this video is going to be fantastic when we explain it, and I will send you these links for this. All right. So this is it. This is the mini CV course, the CV mini course documentation that we're going to say that we're going to talk about in the next videos. And yeah, thank you very much for this. Thank you very much for your energy, for your love, for your curiosity, your compassion. We continue doing this. Have an amazing day, have an amazing life, and we talk soon. Bye bye.